numbers on the damage assessments. There are at least 87 structures that have been damaged, and 12 of those totally destroyed. We have searched a number of damaged homes, surrounding roadways, clearing debris, and providing traffic control in the area as well. Some of our efforts today have been slowed by other weather systems moving through the area, but I think we're in pretty good shape with the forecast as things move into the evening. So even in difficult times, it certainly is humbling to see how in our rural communities here in Missouri that we all come together to work through these very difficult times. That's what I have here for you. I know that you're going to have some questions in just a minute, but before we go to those, I would like to introduce to you our governor, Governor Mike Parson, certainly a tremendous supporter of our public safety efforts today, and I know that he has some comments that he would like to make. Sir?
Thank you.
Yes,
Colonel.
Yes.
Thank you, Colonel. I think, first of all, as the Colonel said, the first thing and foremost is our thoughts and prayers are with the family members of the victims that lost their lives, also with the victims that are in the hospital, but also just people in general that's lost their homes, they've lost their belongings, and life goes on. And I want to thank all the emergency personnel that's been here on the ground early this morning from all multiple agencies across the state, all over our region. I think one of the things you'll find out, small town Missouri, you'll find out that everybody will start coming together at a very early time to help one another out. Perfect example, we were sitting there today in the school system. My understanding, they opened these doors early in this school somewhere around 4 or 5 o'clock this morning to make sure there was a command center to be able to help the people in the need here. I think when you look at the devastation of this, it's going to be weeks upon months to be able to recover. It's a long journey ahead for the people that live here. I just want to thank all the state agencies that are here, all the local agencies that are here. And the one thing you'll find out is I had a chance to talk to everybody and see some of the debris field that's out there, is how much people at a time like this will come together to work together to be able to do what's best for the people of this state. I also would like to add the President of the United States called me on the way here. Wanted to make sure that all the people here knew that he was thinking about them. Anything he could do to help, he offered those services, and he wanted me to especially thank all the emergency people that were on the ground doing their jobs here. So there's a lot of work to be done after today, but again, right now it's about the families, it's about the loved ones, it's about picking up the pieces. And I couldn't think of the people that are here on the ground, whether they're volunteer, whether it's the people that do this for a living, how important and how much impact this will be in our state for the days to come. So again, I want to thank all of them for being here and thank for what we're doing here in the state. So with that, I think we want to open up for questions.
Yes.
All right, so we'll take a few questions. Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about exactly what the state can do and will be doing, as you mentioned, in the coming weeks and months to help the folks?
Yeah, I think one, you got to analyze everything to see what the damage costs are and where those lines are. As we all know, there's certain thresholds they got to meet, whether it's state and federal government. But I think I had a conversation with the senator coming over here. I'm not for sure in these small communities we don't need to figure out a way to do more because they miss those brackets. Sometimes in larger areas they kind of hit those thresholds, which is very difficult to do in a very small community like this. So I think we want to look and see what services we have and then what availability we have to make sure we replace these people in their replacement of where they may go, whether that's rent, whether that's utilities, how we can help on that. Again, the challenge is days to come together and try to put a plan in place for that. But a lot of the local entities will be involved in that. SEMA will be involved with that, emergency management, people of that nature here on the local level.
Governor, are there needs? Are there needs that they have right now? Their immediate needs. Is there somebody there or groups there that will take care of this?
Yeah, there is, and it may be best some of the local agencies, but we've been on contact with them all through the day. There's a lot of local agencies here. There's a lot of volunteer agencies that are here when it comes to clothing, when it comes to food, when it comes to a place to sleep, the place to stay. I think all of that, from my understanding, talking to some of them here, that's all in place. But again, I think the short term is there's always, a lot of people come here, everybody's here to help. You're trying to find a replacement for people who lost their homes. But I think it's more important the weeks afterwards and the months after how we're able to help those people. But I will tell you, I just know because I grew up in a little small town, these small towns and these counties and these cities will come together to help one another out. There's no doubt in my mind about that. But all of those will be things we'll have to work through and see what we can do from the state level. All right. Well, listen, thanks everybody for being here today, and thank you all. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you all.
Thank you.